Honestly, I have no say in this. I would say justice because I really don't think there's any much differences, to be honest.
I think he
I
looks
mean,
younger in the new one. That's
yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say he does look younger, but like that doesn't really change anything because he was also kind of immature in the in the old game.
Yeah, he was a little selfish and like
Greedy, hungry.
greedy. Yeah, greedy, hungry, gluttonous. But yeah, I'm not sure whether I have an opinion for this character either. I think it's okay.
I would say justice, I guess. I mean,
I
there's
kind of I
no,
kind of find the weird like like so he had buttons in the old one, right?
yeah.
And a bow tie. The new one is kind of weird. Like it's almost like mechanical. It's like almost like a suit of armor for some reason, like a
And
weird
he
suit of
looks
armor.
more of like a princely kind of thing because of the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
symbol,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Maybe they're trying to make him into that kind of character because in the old game, Gourmet didn't really have much of a character.
True, true. So I guess like they try to play with it, which is I guess
Yeah,
it's fine.
I
So
think
there's not much to say.
yeah, I think personally this might be justice. I have to see how they're gonna go for forward with this character, but personally, I might consider this justice.
Yep, same. Because I
Yeah, I
mean,
think I can consider it justice.
I would say I have no opinion, but since we have to say it black or white, I would say it's justice.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go on to next. I mean, ding ding. Okay.
Ning.
Ah, finally.
Finally, back where?
I'd say justice, honestly, because I saw
Yeah,
both of their
this
faces
is
exactly the same.
yeah, this is pretty easy justice. In fact, I kind of like the new design better.
Yeah, I think it suits her in a way.
Also, why with the rake again? Like what
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they had to change it for Dude, but not for Claire. But in terms of that, I mean, other than that, she looks exactly the same. She looks good, you know.
the hell?
And I'm glad she kept the hair, like what instead of what happened to your dude. Like they
Yeah,
kept the
they
bangs, you
kept
know.
basically everything, even to the like little flick of hair that comes up from on top
Yep,
of your hair.
yep,
Yeah,
yep,
even that one is kept. I actually found this to be the most impressive redesign yet, because they
yep.
literally kept
Actually,
everything.
I agree. I would agree too. One of the best ones, I would
Yeah,
say.
this is probably the best redesign one because like she has the folded up sleeves,
Yep,
folded up
and the checkered
overalls,
shirts,
checkered
the
shirt,
checkered
checkered
ones.
red shirt.
Yep,
Yeah, that
yep,
one's
yep.
basically everything about this design is very good.
Okay, double
Yeah,
tick, check, check.
I think double check check. Yeah, this is very simple.
Okay,
Like I don't think there needs to be anything said.
next.
This one, like I don't know about this one.
I hate the fact that they made him. To be honest, he looks like a little kid now compared to how he was.
Yeah, but like, dude, I don't know whether I can say this is an injustice because I kind of find the new design more annoying than
I mean, was he supposed to be annoying though? That's the
he
thing.
was a little bit annoying, especially during the intro.
Oh yeah, the intro he was like straight up all
He was
facts and
straight
like
up
all
like
those
yeah.
shit.
Like I can imagine this little shit on the right, like basically just introduce us to the farm and shit. That's like,
Yeah.
oh,
I mean, originally I hated the fact that they removed like the kind of like fatherly or like old man figure out of him in the new one.
mhm,
But then I guess like he never really had a personality to begin with. I mean, in terms of like mourning for the death of his friend who was your grandfather and like
mm,
reminding you to take care of the farm.
yeah,
But yeah, I would say justice, I guess. Like I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, doesn't really matter to me.
doesn't really matter for you
Yeah.
personally.
Mhm. Oh wait,
I
what do you think?
kinda, I think I have to agree with you on that part as well. I don't think there's like what do you call it? I personally don't think this is that bad of a change, but I actually
Yeah.
personally think that this is a good redesign.
Like it's not a it's not a
It's
fuck no, but it's
yeah.
also not a fuck yes. It's just
Okay.
like yeah, I guess, right?
I just kind of found like how they basically made the design just more hilarious. I think.
Yeah, but okay, but I'm not gonna lie, I hate the hat. I really hate the hat.
Yeah, I kind
And
of
now
like
I'm
the hat kind of looks funny, but I personally found the old design a little too generic.
true, true.
Yeah.
And but the thing is, his now I'm thinking like, is he actually shorter than everyone else? If that's the case.
Yes, yes, he was always been a little bit shorter than everyone else in it.
Oh, even in the original one.
Even in the original one, I think. Yeah, so because if
Oh,
you
okay.
compare it to like characters like Zack and even some of the younger characters like the
Oh yeah,
Bachelors and
yeah.
Bachelorettes, he definitely felt like shorter, especially when you look at the sprite and everything.
Oh yeah. You're right. You're right. So I guess apart from the hat, I would just say this is justice to me
I think this is
actually.
justice. I also think this is justice, which is
Okay.
probably weird. Like I don't think I would say the same. before a long time ago. But now that I remember him again, like remembering the mayor again, I,
Yeah,
yeah, I would probably consider this a fair justice design.
I agree because even for me, it's like at the first when you showed it to me, I think this was the first one you showed to me ever when you told me they were gonna make a remake.
Yeah, yeah,
But and I remember I said, what the fuck happened? But then when I think about it,
yeah.
compared to the others, like he's not that bad,
He's
you know.
pretty mild. He's not that.
Okay, we'll move on then. I mean, justice, right, for both of
Yeah,
us.
I think this is yeah, absolutely fine.
Ding ding. Okay,
I like this.
this one.
Uh, I actually okay. I'm not sure how you feel about it.
Mhm.
I found this to be probably the best redesign.
Okay, I wouldn't say it
I
was the
okay,
best,
yeah,
but I would say it's a good design.
good redesign. Okay,
Yep, I would say
I
it's
found
good.
this to
Yep.
be probably one of the best redesign when I first saw this.
Oh,
Along with like it's either this or one of the another character that probably will come up soon. I'll mention her later. Um,
okay.
yeah, but I personally found this to be one of the best redesigns in Story Season. I commend whoever designed this because like they
Why?
basically the reason why is because the original one,
Yep,
right?
yep.
He basically just looks like an old man.
He just looked like what? Yeah, he looked
He
like an
looks like
old
a
guy.
generic old man,
Yes,
right? In the sprite,
yes.
right? And like if you notice, even then in the old sprite, his eyes, like his goggles, actually kind of look like eyes. It's very poorly.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Now when I look at it, it does look scary.
yeah. It looks
Shit.
very weird. It's like very poorly done, I think, compared to
Yeah.
some of the other characters. And so
Hmm.
with the new one, right? It it actually is kind of like the anti-harvest god, like goddess, like
Dude, I
goddess.
was just about to say, if they had made this kind of like Chinese or Oriental looking kind of aspect to the Harvest Goddess, my God, we could have given a chance to the
Yeah,
goddess.
I think I would have liked the goddess a little bit more because this is pretty good redesign. And like
Yeah,
it gave actually pronounced all the characters that he had in the original one in
so
Pirates
true.
of Town, right?
Like
So
an
he had longer
Asian
nose.
granddad. Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
he has a longer nose. His beard actually has a interesting design. Like if you pay attention, how it's like kind of jagged near his chin.
yep.
Yeah, and then like along with his clothes, he has like he has a inner like got like overalls and stuff like that with a really good looking like Chinese um like influence on it. It kind of I don't know. I just love this design overall.
I would say like he actually physically aged. Like he looked like he's older now than he was in Harvest
Yeah,
Moon,
yeah, that's true. That's true. Cause like if
which
you
made me
if
like,
if, if
wow.
you took because like if you took away the beard and also like the fact that like his bald and like his
Mm-hmm.
hair is white, you would
Mm-hmm.
not be able to tell that this is a character.
There's a what? Sorry.
Like he's an old man. Like he doesn't. If you take away the beard and the white, like the fact
Oh,
that
in the
his
original one.
yeah, the original one, the left one.
Yep.
I don't
Yep.
like if you just cover those up. I don't think you will be able to tell that this is an old person,
True. True. And this one
right?
he looks much older
He looks much
than
older
he
on the
was.
right one. Like I said, this is like just perfect redesign overall.
I think I like how they made it like he looked older. I mean, like for the most part, all the characters look like they're either younger than they're supposed to be in the new
Or
one.
older than they're supposed to be.
Yeah, but this one was like when I saw it, I was like, okay, it's actually not that bad. Like obviously the old one has a lot of sentiments to me because obviously we've played that the most,
Yeah. Hmm.
but the new one I wouldn't complain either because I feel like they did it well. They executed it well, and even though it was a bit different in terms of like even his clothes color looks different, you know,
Hmm.
um, it's still the same Barley Mugi that well I call him Barley. I don't know
I
why
call
because
like the original game is also Barley. I don't know what they
yeah
call
he's
it.
still yeah he's still the Barley that we used to love and know of, you know.
Yeah, I think this is a real good design. In fact, like I said, I much prefer the new design over the old one.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, I guess this is a check.
yeah. Check. I say justice. This is very good.
All right,
I like this design.
moving on.
Oh, okay. Um, I
This
have
is this
conflict.
is
I have conflicted feelings about this. Okay.
why
Okay.
why.
What about you first? Let's do you first, and then I wanna like rearrange my thoughts first before I wanna say.
At first I would at first I thought like okay this is actually not it's not good. I didn't like it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I hated the fact that her hair was short now and she looks more modernized and whatever. But then now when I think about it, like looking at Duke, I think it does suit her now. Like
Mm-hmm.
they look like a couple now.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was playing it as a kid, I always thought that Mana was actually way younger than Duke.
Then Duke, yes, I also
Yeah,
thought
like I
about that
thought
too.
I think my first impression was that Mana was actually the daughter of Duke, not the
Yeah. I
wife.
actually thought Mana was a bachelorette
Yeah, because she looked so
originally.
young, right?
She looks so young design wise.
Exactly. So when I saw this one, I now felt more of like, okay, she does look like indeed like a fine aging woman, fine
Mm-hmm.
wine of a woman. I hate the fact that they kind of removed the more like humble kind of town side to her, and she
Mm-hmm.
looks more city.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, though, I feel like it's not a problem because I feel like her personality kind of translated well as well. Because I remember Mana was like talkative and she was quite like cheery,
Yes.
and seeing this, it added more elegance to her in the new one. Like even though she had the cheeriness, she was also a bit elegant, and I think it suits with Duke, like in terms of their physical appearance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, I'm a little like this is probably the most conflicted character I have because I love
Why?
Mana originally, and they like
Oh, okay.
yeah, I actually really like her character. I don't know why. I can't remember exactly what about her it is that I like.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. So when I first saw the redesign, I kind of didn't like it either. I was like,
Mhm.
meh, right? I
Mm.
was like,
Mhm.
fine, like it's not terrible. Okay, I'll accept it. And then
Yeah.
I'll remember it's like, okay, let's put old Mana's personality into new Mana, right?
Mhm.
I was
Mhm.
like, oh, I think I can do that. I think that's like
Right.
I really like that. Yeah, I was like,
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because then she'll look a lot more iconic. This to me, this redesign feels a little bit kind of like Barley, where they basically took everything that is from her old
Her.
design
Yeah.
and basically added in. Because like so
Yes.
like for example with Lou, the one that I mentioned before, like Lou is
Yeah.
like her design is um like it was basically just direct translation, right? No
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
features
No,
or
that
anything.
was direct translation.
Yeah, that was just direct translation. Meanwhile, with Mana and Barley, they they basically pronounce like the characters that she already has, like the few things that make her iconic, you know.
Yeah. They made her. They made. They accentuated her personality in the looks.
Yeah, in the looks essentially. Now, I would have preferred personally if the new Mana also has the
Oh
white
yeah
love
yeah
scarf,
yeah 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 yeah
right? Somehow in her
yeah.
design, like I kind of would love seeing that, and maybe even remove the yellow apron because like it's not the like the color scheme just doesn't really.
Yeah, it popped out. Yeah, yeah, you're
It's
right.
very poppy compared to the other features that she has, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like you probably didn't notice that she's wearing great earrings either when you first like
Here's
see
the
her.
thing. I just realized she was wearing great earrings, but I
Mhm.
was gonna say that it would have been better for me personally, if she didn't wear the earrings.
Yeah, like it's so weird. Like they basically made it so that she's wearing great earrings, giving her this like very poppy yellow apron. So
Exactly. But I personally think that if they were to put her earrings, I would have just
mhm.
made do with just a pearl, because I feel like the elegance can be shown there. You don't have to show
Yeah,
her
yeah,
with
yeah.
the
You could
great
also do
earrings,
that
you
as
know?
well. That's very
Because
true.
they make her look so like, I feel like the grapes were just forcing it just to say like, hey,
Hey,
she's a wine person, because the husband is a
yeah,
winery
yeah.
guy.
I
But I
kind of
like
think
how. Hmm.
no. I was just about to talk about the fact that like I think now that I think about it about the yellow apron, I think it's supposed to accentuate her bright, bubbly personality.
Maybe correct.
Maybe
I
I
was
think
about to
so.
say also for her hair, like she cut like the hair short. At first I thought like it didn't really suit her, but when I look back, like it does give some sort of freshness to her, like her
Yeah.
personality wise.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it suits like this is truly the remake, as in like it's a good remake, you
It's a
know.
good remake. I think I like this. I think I call this justice.
Yep, I would say it's justice
I
too.
think this is justice.
Okay, ting ting. Moving on. Oh my god.
Oh.
This
Ah.
this was next to Duke.
Oh, in terms of
Well,
like
no.
more, really?
Actually, no. Actually, no, no. Actually, no. Never mind. I take it back. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, it's to me this is not that bad.
I just hated how they make him look more generic in the new one than the previous one. Because I feel like the previous one he looks really like a dad, but the one on
Mm,
the right he looks just like an American like. barrister,
That's
barista.
true.
Sorry,
Barista,
he looks like a American barista. But then the old one, like he looked like a stern, like a stern bar dude.
Mm. I was so intimidated talking to a dog like the first time I met him.
Yes,
Yes, I think
I
that I
I
think I think that feeling is lost in the new design.
yeah. That was it. Yep. And like I remember next to Mary, my favorite was Anne, his daughter, right?
Hmm.
And so like I just remember their relationship was really cute, like how they had a very strong father and daughter bonding
Oh yeah,
moment.
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And to me, like on the left, it looked really as if he lost someone special to him, and that's why he's trying to keep his daughter safe. Whereas on the right, he's just a dude, I feel.
Okay.
Also, the previous one, really now, like when I was doing this compilation of shit,
Mhm.
like it made me realize just how much he looks like Ron Swanson from, from Parks and
From Parks and
Recreation.
Recreation, yeah.
Yeah, that's when
He's
I was like,
actually
holy
more
shit.
Ron Swanson. Like, just look at
Sorry,
his
what?
costume. He looks even more Ron Swanson than Ron Swanson is.
Exactly on the left, right? But on
Yeah,
the
on the
right,
left.
he looks just like any other dad.
Mm.
But I would say this is justice, I guess. I mean, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I think it's just justice as well. They actually kept some of his features actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I wish they would pronounce the mustache a little bit more so that it looks more Swanson-y.
Yes.
But they
Yes.
kept the hairstyle. They also
Yep.
kept his overall color scheme as well. So I think I don't mind.
Yep. Okay. Justice. Ding ding.
Meaning,
All right. Moving on. Mm.
huh.
What do you think?
Okay, so this is the same case with Mana in my personally. With
Oh,
my
really?
like in my case. I like when I first saw this, it's like it's meh, but
Mm-hmm.
also at the same time a little bit slightly of translating and like pronouncing her features
The
even more
character,
than she
right?
already did.
Yep.
Because like
Yep.
the
Yep.
old Ellie, to be fair, her design, I actually thought she was like some kind of maid. To be honest, not really much of a nurse.
I used to think she was the plainest girls out of the
Oh, she was the
whole.
plainest of the girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fair
Yeah.
too.
Even in terms of design, like I mean, people can argue that Mary was actually plain and like quiet and like whatever. Yeah, but maybe that's just bias on my part. But
Mhm.
I don't know why there was something about Ellie that just didn't really attract me to her,
Okay.
and I think partially it was also because she was plain
Ah, okay, okay. That's fair.
in
That's
terms of
fair.
the look. But you're right. I do agree that they made her look the same, if not better, than the original one actually.
Yeah, I think this is like I like the new design. Um,
Yep.
we'll have to see personality wise because again, like you mentioned, I also agree with that fact that I think compared to all the Bachelorette, she's probably the most plain.
Plain. Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's not necessarily a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, but like what do you call it? What was it about to say? Like her personality isn't the most like memorable compared to the other characters. I think.
Oh, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I remember was her being angry at her brother for like dicking around in the hospital or by the grandma's house.
Ah. Okay.
And I think that was the only time I realized like, oh, she actually has a personality, an angry personality. So, like I said, I'm hoping that on the right, like she's
Mhm.
actually we get to see her angry side because if they completely lost that side of her, then
Mhm.
she's just straight up plain as hell, I would
Okay.
say.
Okay.
But I think in terms of design, I think she looks quite good.
So it's very good.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? Justice?
I think justice. I kind of like the new design, personally.
Okay. Justice. Ding ding.
Meaning.
Next.
I think I remember you have some.
So what?
I
You
think you
so
have
you
some
remember?
opinions regarding her, right?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think she's fine personally for me.
Yep.
I think the
Yep.
redesign is okay. I actually don't.
Okay. Oh, before that, going back to Ellie, I feel like they made her look younger.
Oh, in the new redesign.
Yep.
Okay.
And to me, I think they made Lillia look more innocent, which I personally don't like that. Because I think for
Mhm.
me growing up, one of the moms that stood out the most was Lilia, next to
Yeah, she's probably
Sasha.
the most. Yeah, yeah. She's the most
Yeah, because you
relatable.
buy because you buy chickens from her and you tell her like the story of how she's unwell and how her husband
Mhm.
is away, and so she has like something to me like there's some connection with her.
Mhm.
And I always remember her curly flocks of pink hair.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
that's
when I
right.
saw that on her on the right, I was like, what the hell happened to her hair? Like, where is her curly flock of hair? Like, what the fuck? And then
E-
at yeah,
So the thing is that I actually didn't care much about the hair
yep,
personally. What
mhm,
I was concerned with was that because I
is
like again, you mentioned that she was supposed to be the sickly mother. Right?
yes,
That's her. That's her
that's
shtick.
her shtick. Yep.
Yeah, she doesn't look particularly very sickly in the new redesign. Like you can barely tell what is happening with her personality wise.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
see. I see.
I
I
because
think.
I
Mhm,
imagine because like the way like the old redesign like sorry not the
mhm,
old design the old Friends of Middle Town design
mhm,
um
mhm.
she like she looks motherly, right?
Yep.
The way and she looks like this like almost tragic character where she's like
Like
I really
frail,
want to do more for my kids but like due
like
to my health
frail.
problem.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I want to do more for my kids but due to my
Yep.
condition it's like I can't do that.
Yep.
I don't see
Yep.
that in the new design. That's my only problem. I don't mind the actual design itself, but
Mhm.
some of the things that make her is missing. Kind of like
Like
Rick,
it,
if I have
yeah.
to describe it. Yeah.
I think I didn't really see that, but
Mhm.
for me it was like the physical appearance was what caught me off guard because like first of all the clothes was a bit weird because I didn't understand why she was wearing that kind of like gaudy clothes. I thought it would be more like simple since she's a mother who's taking care of chickens and like working in a
Mhm.
farm. I mean compared to like for example Mana, I would think she would have looked. I think she would have been the one wearing the apron instead. Um,
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. That's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think for me, the one that caught me off guard the most was her face.
true.
Like
So,
correct me if I'm wrong, but they made her a bit like chubbier looking,
yeah,
right?
she looks chubby. She looks a little thick.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't hate it because she looks more motherly now when I
Yeah.
when I look at it. It's just missing the not because she's chubby. Yeah, I'm just saying the whole concept of her look right now. It just doesn't look like the Lilia that I used to love and like
Yeah, yeah.
talk
And
to.
I
You
kind
know?
of yeah, but again, that also that bit about the chubby thing that also kind of like connects to my perspective of her being this like sickly frail mother.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't see that
Yeah,
here. Yeah.
I get because I mean usually if you think of sickness, it's usually like very skinny or like kind of like what is it, malnutrition kind of feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with this one, it looks like
And
as if she's prospering.
yeah, she's prospering is a very interesting term to use. But for me as well, like the color scheme is also missing from her, like the original color scheme. Because if you look at the sprite work on the left side, top
Yeah.
corner, like she has like a bit of purple on her, right? Especially her
Yep.
headband, hair,
Yep.
hair tie. Sorry,
Yep.
her
Yep.
hair tie.
Yep.
So in the new design, she's missing her hair tie. I think from the looks of it, I'm not sure if
She
that
looks
is.
definitely. Yep.
Yeah, I think she lost the hair tie and it's moved on to a headband instead.
And she looks more gothic if I
Yeah,
look
she
at it
looks a little bit more
technically.
gothic in design. Yeah, 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 especially with the and the way her clothing is designed is also reminds me a bit of Karen.
Oh, what do you mean? Like the
Like
original Karen or
no, no, the new Karen, the Karen
the way
design,
they did
the
it?
way
Yeah.
they're clothing. Not the style. Yeah, I'm not talking about the
Oh,
style itself, but I'm talking about the little colors and arts that splashes onto her.
like it
It
just doesn't suit her, right?
yeah, it kind of reminds me of the new Karen. It's just a little weird. Like this style. If I had to guess, the person who
Mm-hmm.
is responsible for Lilia's design is also the one
Mm-hmm.
responsible for Karen's design. Because I not because they're bad or like they're controversial or something, but like I think they have something similar to them both.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
the pattern, right, that they
yeah, the
included onto
patterns
it.
and also a little bit of like the characters like stances and like just the way they look or something.
Yeah, and you would say that the person who actually did Barley and Manna are the same ones.
Yeah, I think I would probably say that too. Like the one who did Barley and Mana might be the same one,
And the
because what they did was basically just enhance their personalities. And the one who did like Duke and
the goddess,
the Goddess are like the same, maybe. I don't know.
high on drugs,
Yeah,
probably. No,
like,
I'm kidding. Okay, so for me, this is. I mean, even though I thought it was lacking, I still think it's okay because I feel like surface wise, she still looks the same. It's not as bad as like for example the goddess or like Karen, like you said. But I
mm-hmm,
think to me, in terms of personality, it was missing. But it's not so bad of a big DLC for me.
mm-hmm.
So I would say it's a justice.
I think it's just a two. I actually don't mind. Like, despite all the things I said regarding that, I think it's fine.
Yeah,
I also
double
think it's
justice.
justice. Yeah.
Okay, ting ting. Next. Yep, this one.
This one is just
Um,
like Lou, is just direct translation.
yep, and I don't remember
And
what he
you don't remember
says.
this one probably either, right?
He's not. He's the same as Lou. Like apparently, if you get into the Lost Valley and whatever thing
Uh,
connected, he'll appear. Yep.
he's also
But
from A Wonderful Life as well. Yeah.
oh, okay.
So the thing is, I can't remember what day is it exactly. So every week he
Mhm.
sets up a store, right,
Yep.
next to the inn, if I remember correctly, or in front of it, and
Oh, what does he sell?
yeah, and you can sell stuff directly to him essentially, or buy weird stuff from him.
What like what? Like what is the one of the weird stuff that he usually sells?
I can't remember exactly, but I know you can only get certain items from him specifically.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
I think to
and
me.
and also
Mhm.
like in one day, in one of the you if like sometimes he doesn't come, and you
Mhm.
can take over the stall instead, so you can sell your own stuff to like the general people around you. So,
But do you know when, or you don't
I
know
can't remember. I
whether?
think it's a Saturday. Like
Oh, so there's
there's a
actually a
certain
scheduled
day,
date.
the
Oh,
scheduled
okay.
date. Yeah. So like he comes every day of the week except for one day, and then or is it the opposite where like you are like that spot is yours throughout the entire week except for that one day? I can't remember exactly because it was a
Oh, and
long time
this
ago since I played.
this was what is it? What was the game? A
A
Wonderful
Wonderful
Life.
Life.
Yep,
A
yep.
Wonderful Life. Yes,
Well, I
it was a
think the way
remake.
they remake him was practically the same as Rick.
Lou.
Like it's literally just a translation of the
Yeah, it's just
same
like
shit. Oh
direct
no,
translation.
not Rick. Sorry, Lou. I guess.
Yeah, Lou.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I would say justice. I guess. I mean, like
Yeah.
there's. I mean, there's no. This one is indifferent because he really didn't appear as much in Mineral Town anyway. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no justice or injustice like Lou.
Mhm.
Okay, next. Okay, this one.
I I kind of like this redesign,
I
honestly.
don't know why they name her Run for the new one. I don't
Yeah,
get it,
like I don't know
but
why the wiki says it's
whatever.
run. Maybe it's the Japanese way of pronouncing it, but like,
Maybe.
yeah.
I say it's injustice.
You call this injustice? Okay, that's interesting.
No, I call it yeah, yeah, yeah. I would say injustice. But I want to know your opinion. Why do you think it's justice?
Uh, so okay, I bet the reason, like, I understand why you call it injustice. I have a feeling it's mostly because like her personality of this being this bright, cheerful, like spunky kid is lost,
Mm-hmm.
right?
No, no,
No.
no. Not really. Because I feel
Uh,
like it does translate that side of her translate, but it's not
mhm.
that.
Oh, that's interesting.
But
Because in
yeah.
my opinion, that was the one that I thought was probably the one thing that I kind of don't like. Because overall, I kind of like this new redesign. I actually have no complaints with it. I kind of like it.
Well, but what do you mean that you didn't like that? You didn't like that the
So
spunkiness
like she
translated or?
looks because like I remember Anna as being a bit of a tomboy, you know.
Mm.
And like in the redesign, like if you just look at the design like strictly,
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't seem like to look like that to give off that feeling anymore. That's my
Yep.
personal.
That's the reason why I said it was an injustice.
Oh, really? Okay.
I didn't like the fact that in terms of looks, she didn't look tomboy at all. I mean, maybe personality wise, they might have kept it, but in
Uh-huh.
terms of look, the fact that they changed it to like a dress kind of looking thing and sandals as compared to her jumpsuit and like shoes.
Hmm.
For me it felt off because I mean like in first glance it looks as if she's this like she looks almost like a Karen but a sweet Karen like a city
Okay.
version, whereas the old one was that first look at her you know that she's kind of like tomboy and she's kind of like earthly when it comes to her overalls, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I thought to myself it was quite injustice because of that. But in terms of personality, I can see that it translated well. Like they
Yeah, I think
moved
it's
it
personal as well. I
quite
also
well.
like okay, so you mentioned about the dress, like the costume change as well. I kind
Hmm.
of actually like this one because now I can actually see her as being the daughter of an inn. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I love the outfit. I love the attire as well. But I guess to me, it was just like I was just used to her being a tomboy in terms of the looks of looking like a tomboy like that. That when they
Mm.
changed it to not like that, it made me kind of like, whoa, what the fuck, gitu.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess that's fair. That's a pretty good point, actually.
But I would say yeah, for sure. She looks actually really good for this one. So it's a justice for you. But to me, in personal hindsight, I would say injustice.
Okay, so that's I think that's like our second disagreement.
Yeah, but I think in a way it depends on how they carry her out in the game. I mean, if she truly has lost her tomboy side, then my
Yeah,
argument is has won. You know, the fact that they completely changed her looks and her personality.
I think I would probably agree with you in that. Like, I don't like the way that look.
Yeah.
I don't know
Okay,
anything.
so justice for you, injustice for me.
Yeah, I think this is
Okay,
justice
cha-ching,
for you.
cha-ching, and eh. Okay,
Chicken.
next. This one.
Yeah, this one I have a pretty strong opinions about this one.
What?
I remember you like when we were first when I was first sending all the pictures to you. I remember
Yes.
you have like pretty strong opinions about this one character.
Yes. Because here's the thing. I thought he was good looking and a hot postman. And then I saw you send me on the right, and I was like,
Mhm.
what the fuck happened to him? And then I tried to search his old version on the left, and it apparently was actually kind of a translation of him.
Okay.
But then you need to see the one at the bottom left, which was what I saw when I was playing the game. And I
Oh
thought,
right. Okay.
and
Yeah.
my perception was that he was hot. And then you show me this like uncle looking guy with a mustache, and I was like, this is not the Harris that I know of.
Yeah, this is a pretty big like yikes when I first saw it as well.
This was
And to
not.
be fair, to be honest, I'm like this is a really bad redesign. This is probably one of the worst ones as well.
I mean, they made him cuter.
Yeah,
I wouldn't lie. It looks good in terms of like if he
they
was.
made it more friendly, but like okay, so here's the thing. So compared to the original Harris,
Mhm.
like the original design of Harris,
Mhm.
he's first of all he looks friendlier, chubbier, right? Kind of like Santa Claus
Yes.
almost ish.
Yes. Yes.
Um, but that's about it. I think that's about everything they wrote regarding this character.
Exactly. They
I
made
have
him look like
so
a
because
child poster boy.
I look at this and I had a lot of problems with, and one of them was the mustache. It just looks weird. It doesn't look like it belongs on his face.
Yeah.
It just kind of looks like it's stuck there, you know.
He looks like that guy. He looks like Russell from Up, who grew
Yeah,
up to be a policeman. Not
yeah.
the
Imagine
Harris
if
that I know.
Russell from Up basically stuck a fake mustache on his face because that looks fake. It doesn't look like it belongs there.
Yeah, and decided to be a policeman, like, and
Yeah,
with the hand and said, "Good afternoon. May I be
yeah.
of your assistance?"
Exactly.
It's not it's not our Harris that we used to love. It's different.
And also, like, what is he wearing?
Supposed to be wait, Harris is actually the town police, right? Not the postman. That's so
I
confusing.
think so. I mean, I
I
remember
think
his job being like mostly just
looking at like checking around, right? So
yeah, checking around. Like
I think he is the safety police guy or
yeah,
something
he's
like
the
that.
local police officer. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess they're trying to incorporate the office police kind of look, like a jumpsuit office look to the new Harris.
And he's supposed to be the son of the mayor as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah. I think I remember. He actually had a crush on Duke's kid, the one who ran away, who we never saw.
Yeah, I think so.
Apparently, he liked her. But here's the thing: if that guy on the right was a new character, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I would just think it's a good character. It's cute. But the fact that it's supposed to be Harris, just no, no.
Mm,
What do you think? Justice or injustice?
I think this is pretty injustice because like Okay, so first of all, they made him look like weird. Like his face. First of all, the mustache doesn't look like it matches his face. Not matches,
Yeah,
sorry. It doesn't look like it belonged there. Like it looks
dude,
like it just stuck on last minute.
it's like a curtain. It covers the mouth. So like when he talks, the thing moves like a curtain. It looks like that.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Injustice.
This, I think this is a pretty big injustice. So first of all, like I said, mustache.
Yep.
And then like, what is he wearing?
A police jumpsuit probably.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't like the design overall. Just do not like it.
I mean, compared to him on the bottom left, just look at him. He looks like a righteous man, like a cool, good local police. And then you see on the right, and you're like, "Hello, good afternoon, sir. May I be of your assistant? I am Russell,
Oh
and I'm
man,
trying to earn my badge." So, yeah, I would say no,
I don't.
injustice.
I think this is a pretty big yikes. I
It's
think this
not
is a
it's
pretty big
not
injustice.
it's not as bad as Duke, I feel, for me. Like it wasn't such a shock, but
Hmm.
it's right. It's almost there. It's probably the second one or the third. Like fuck no. Okay, double
Okay,
double X, yeah.
double X. I think I don't like this.
Okay, next. Oh yes,
We're here. We
my
are
wife,
here.
my girl. I
Uh,
hate the fact that they changed her name.
I
I
think
don't
it's
know
the
why
same. I
they.
mean, you still read it the same way.
Yeah,
I think it's just the
but
Japanese.
why?
I think it's just the Japanese. It doesn't matter, dude. It's just the same.
I know, but still, like, oh, I grew up with a Y. You see, but why? Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, would you say this is a justice thing or an
Yeah,
injustice?
I actually read. This is what like just like Mana and Barley. I think I really like this redesign actually.
Same. Justice. Same.
Just this.
My
And
girl.
like it's mostly just like with what she's wearing. She actually that looks a little bit more like a what a librarian would wear,
Yeah,
like
they
a
make it more modern.
fantasy. Yeah, kind of like a fantasy librarian look. You know, it looks pretty cool. I
True.
kind of like it.
Cause
Yeah.
the one on the left looks like it looks like my uniform when I was in primary school. My uniform was actually like that. No, I'm not gonna lie. You
Yeah, I
kind of
think I
pick it
remember.
up.
I saw. Yeah.
My kid uniform looked like that. So like seeing the difference now is good. I like how she's modern. I'm kind of sad they removed the pigtails because I actually like her pigtail.
Yeah. Now it's
Or not, sorry,
like
not
what
not
is this,
pigtail,
a twin
braids.
tail
Yeah,
or?
this one is twin tail. This one is twin tails.
Uh-huh.
But this one she had a braid, right? But then when I look at it, she actually has a braid as well. When you look at the top right.
Yeah, if you look at the top, like at the end of the
Yeah.
lip. Yeah.
So it's not really lost.
Hmm.
What I guess I'm hoping is that I hope that they don't make her as a child because she looks more like a child now. Like she doesn't look as mature as the previous Mary. But
Okay, that's good.
other than that, like it actually looks like it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think this is one of the few correct cases where I think the design is better, like in the new one it is.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Because
I still love the original Mary, but
mm.
the new one actually gave her justice to me, I
Okay,
feel.
so here's the thing. So you mentioned before that Ellie looks plain, right? She's like a plain character, right?
Yeah, you're gonna say
From
Mary looks. You're
yeah,
gonna say that, aren't you?
thank God I'm
Say
not
it.
like where this you are. But
Just say it.
I found her design plain. Okay, I said it. There you go.
Like I said, a lot of people actually didn't like Mary. Like, no, not like, but a lot of people didn't find Mary interesting. I remember, if I'm not wrong, some people were saying she was boring or she
Mhm.
looked plain, and I agree. I agree, she does look plain. But I guess to me, there was something about her that made her like something connecting to me. Um, but I'm really happy that now people actually pay attention to her now because of her new look, because she
Yeah,
looks
this
good
is
now,
really
you
good.
know?
I think this is one of the few good redesigns.
Yeah. So you would say that Mary,
Is this like a plan or something by Marvelous or something? Make all the popular bachelorettes look ugly. Make all the
oh,
unpopular
that's
bachelorettes look
true. That's
because
true. Because
if you
now, like,
notice, all
Rick,
the unpopular ones are like have probably one of the few best redesigns I've seen.
yeah, like Rick and Mary, like, what the fuck? And then
Yeah,
after that, wow, okay. Yeah, maybe you're right. And Gray and Karen
and
are
Gray
like,
and Karen. I think Gray and Karen were like the most popular bachelors slash
yeah,
bachelorettes. Right? Yeah,
yeah.
so they are the one who
Okay,
had the
well,
most controversial one. So maybe
that's a good theory, actually.
yeah.
Maybe, maybe.
I
But
see.
you would say that the old Mary was actually more boring than Ellie.
I think they're about the same personally. I
Okay,
didn't
because I was
care
about to
for
say,
either one of them.
how dare you? No, I'm kidding.
I kind of really didn't care much for them. Like, cause I
Bruh.
remember when I was first playing Friends of Mineral Town, it was Karen, and then it was Anne, and then that was pretty much like the only people I got married with in
Oh no,
like
my stupid ass went to Potpourri first because I thought like she was the easiest, which she was.
yeah.
But like Mary to me was something special, and every time I went to meet Gary, like I would always just look at him and be like, "You bitch, she's mine." Like I would just in game, I would just stare at him and be like, "No, don't you even dare." And when he went to her library, I'd be like, "I need to spend more time with her. You need to stop being in the library." Like I would just constantly be like, I hate Gary. I want to be with Mary. Ah, yeah. But I'm really glad that they made her like they did justice to her. I would say.
Yeah, they actually gave her color. I think that's the most important
Yeah,
thing.
for
Yeah,
sure, for sure. The
they
yellow
actually
pops
gave her
out as
color.
well.
The real pops out. Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, so ding ding.
Ding ding. I agree with
Okay, next. What do you think?
that. I mean, I kind of like the old design, honestly.
Yeah, I like the old one better,
Like
but
I like she's cuter in the old design.
the old one, God, I still to this day I still think she's the cutest son of a bitch I've ever met.
I know, right? So
So
cute, so
cute,
adorable.
so fucking adorable. So
Like
sad to get
I
her
wish
family.
this was the design, like the old design. They kept the old design along with the new Barley,
So fucking true.
because like they kind of matches, you know, like almost like this Chinese Oriental design, like Mongolian even.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like a very small little tiny girl, and then with the old grandpa, right?
yeah. It's
Whereas the one on the right looks as if she already grew up in a way.
yeah. The green also doesn't match very well, personally.
Yeah, true, true,
I
true,
kind of
true.
don't like the green, bright green color.
I like the old May.
I like the old
Oh,
May. Ah, miss
yeah.
May.
And what was it? I guess I mean like when I first saw this, I would definitely like go to the left one for sure, because that looks the best or it looks better.
Yes.
But I guess in terms of like in terms of justice, I mean like we're not comparing which one is better, right? We're just comparing whether.
Comparing whether they did justice to the character.
Yeah, so I would say that in terms of justice, I guess they kind of kept the innocence, kind of like little girl feeling to her. So not too much of an injustice, I feel. So I would say it's a justice thing.
If I justice, I still consider it injustice.
Yeah,
I
right?
think
I
not
mean,
enough.
obvious.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
they've
but
done enough.
oh wait, so injustice.
Or they did too much. Maybe I don't know.
So injustice.
I personally consider it injustice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually when you say too much, I noticed that she has a lot of flowery things on her.
Mm.
But what I loved about May was that she was a simple little girl who just wanted a family, you know?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, look at her. She's so fucking adorable. What the fuck? How can you not love her? Look at her. And she plays with cows. My god. Oh god, I fucking love her. Okay. Yeah, so I would say justice, but for you, injustice.
I say injustice. It's like consider injustice.
Okay. So it's a ding and a eh.
Yeah, I think they either did
Okay.
too much or not like not they didn't do enough. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess they kind of try to match the Oriental look to Barley with her hairstyle and her
Yeah, see,
clothing.
that's true.
Yeah. Still injustice for you, yeah.
Yeah, I still
I
consider
would say
injustice.
it's okay. I would say it's okay, but obviously we both know that the old May still rocks the world.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Cutest son of a bitch.
man.
Okay,
Good son of a bitch. Yeah,
next.
next.
Oh my god, no. No. This one.
Oh my god, this is instant injustice for me. I'm so sorry.
Scratch the fact that I said the other one was Injustice next to Duke. The next thing to Duke was this. I
This.
remember I remember even I'm having goosebump again right now, but I remember even compiling this, and every time I look at him, I have like some disheartening like feeling towards the character when I look at his blue silky robe. No,
this
Injustice.
this
No.
character's pretty bad. Yeah, like I have to say, this character is probably like one of the most poorly redesigned character. Like,
Is
cause
it because of his looks or what?
I have no idea. I just kind of look at him and like, what am I gonna do to my child?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I just don't like the color scheme, and I also don't really like the outfit. Cause I don't know if they were going for a more like Japanese like religious kind of vibe, maybe, but the
Mm-hmm.
color was just too much. And like honestly, I used to have a little small crush on Carter too, because he was
Mm-hmm.
so wise and like so cool, you know.
Yeah.
And they just lost it all. They just lost it all in the fire when they made Story of Season on the right remake.
I mean, dude, this is pretty harsh. See, not gonna lie, this I personally didn't like this change either. This is a pretty extreme redesign. I mean,
He
like
looks. Mm-hmm.
they tried to keep most of him,
No, they
but I don't
didn't.
know something
Don't
to do.
lie. They
Yeah, with
didn't.
I mean, I mean with the expression and everything is what I meant. Sorry, but like
I mean the hair, I guess, but
yeah,
like, okay.
they
I
did.
think it. Mm-hmm.
It's just like something regarding the color scheme, the costume. It's
Could it be his face as well? Like it's long, like elongated. Like isn't he
elongated.
supposed to be a
That's
bit?
true. That's actually pretty true. That's also that could be something. Yeah, that could
He
be part.
looks. He actually looks like the little brother of Carter instead of Carter himself. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
like it just doesn't look like the Carter that we know and come to love and always tells us to, just go and talk to the confessions.
Mm,
But no, I would say this is a huge, huge fat.
this is
You?
pretty bad. I'm sorry.
This is next thing to Duke say. This was the one that shook me the most out of like, so it was Duke and then this one and then Harris.
Okay,
So no.
this is pretty bad.
Injustice.
I
Both.
think
Okay.
injustice.
Both,
Big.
both. Next. Hmm.
Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, okay. This guy.
I would say justice.
You say justice?
Yeah.
I want to say justice as well, honestly. Like, I really truly do.
Because
But
the
I
thing
don't
is
know.
like I don't see the difference technically speaking. Like I don't really, to be honest, also the doctor was kind of like a plain character if you think about it.
That's true. That's
Didn't
true.
really stood out, but like in terms of the look, they didn't do anything weird to him. They didn't make him blonde, for example.
Yes, yeah, that's kind of true. They basically, like, I don't know. So, in my opinion, when I look, because, like, so the thing is that the Doctor has always been the character that looks a little older compared to some of the other characters. Because
Yep,
he's
yep,
supposed to
for
be
sure.
around the same age as us, right? As our
Yep,
like
yep,
playable character,
yep,
but
yep.
he doesn't seem like it.
In the old or the new or both.
Both, just both.
Yep, yep,
So
yep.
in
I
that aspect, I think they kept the his design to be really like what call it to be pretty consistent overall. Like I actually don't mind getting that bit of change.
yep. I guess you're right.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I think
Uh,
this has the similar vibe to me as Rick's redesign.
Rick. So you think that they made him hotter than he's supposed to be?
A little bit, a little bit. Not as bad as Rick, for example, but like yeah,
I think what happened was that for me it looked as if they made him out of like a line web comic character,
yeah. So true.
like
Yeah,
a
that's
like a
yeah.
Song Hu or something. Not
Uh-huh.
a doctor, but a Song
I
Hu.
know.
Like he could star in his own web comic movie or story. But
Yes,
other
yes,
than that,
that's
I think
so
it's
freaking
justice.
true. That's like probably the one. Yeah, yeah. That was like 100% agree
I
on
think
that.
it's justice though. I think it's justice for me.
Yeah, I think I'll still give this justice too. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not comfortable with how much they redesign him compared to the old. That's just my opinion though. Like yeah.
I mean, I get, yeah, but I mean, to me, I guess it wasn't that much of a huge difference to begin with as well, since like they didn't
Mm.
really change much about him. So
Oh,
to
that's
me, I
true.
thought I thought it was okay, like not as bad as Rick. I feel like for me, Rick had a lot more personality to show, and that's why when they made him that way, it was a bit off. But for this one, it's just like it could just stick, it's not a problem.
That's true.
So I would say justice.
Yeah, I'll give it justice. So.
Okay, ding ding, both justice.